Hello, beautiful people! Happy Tuesday. Today, my video is going to be on the difference between selfish and selfless. So this has been something that I've been pondering a lot lately, and I kind of wanted to bring this concept up to you guys because, we all have different interpretations on what selfish and selfless means to us. And I kind of want to just dive into it, and hopefully it'll make more sense to you guys. So let me first start off by saying, the definition of each one. So we can think of each one in a positive or negative way, depending on how you describe it and what it means to you. So I'm going to start off with selflessness. So selflessness can be positive or negative. The positive way of interpreting it would be that you are selfless, that you give to other people, that you're so giving and caring and just respectful, and you listen to people, understand them, all those things. And then it could be, negative, because if you think of the word selfless, you think of yourself less, right? So that can also be a bad thing because you're focusing too much on other people and you're basically neglecting yourself, and that can actually become a bad thing, and some people can really get into the selflessness and basically forget about themselves because they're thinking of themselves less, right? Then you have selfishness, and so let's go into that one a little bit. The negative aspect of that one would be that, you think of someone that's selfish, that they only care about themselves, they don't care about other people, and they're more like arrogant, cocky, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the selfishness that is in a positive way, right? So it's more like, you're being selfish to take care of yourself. And a lot of people think of, selfishness as a good thing as well. So there's the two differences, right? So I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't relate to either, because I think both of them actually can have negative connotations depending on how, you interpret them and how you are describing them to other people, if that makes sense. So this kind of just dawned on me one day and I was like, light bulb, like totally makes sense. So why isn't there a third one? Why is it just selfishness and selflessness? So it came to me that we have selfishness and selflessness, and then we also have selfness. So I'm going to kind of describe the difference between the three and what it means to me. So for me, selfishness would be, not caring about other people, in your ego, just kind of, basically unaware of what's going on around you because you're so consumed in yourself that you're not really paying attention to the bigger picture. And then selflessness would be, you think of yourself less, like I was saying, and you care too much about other people that it's actually taking away from you. And then you have selfness, which means that you are, you accept yourself and you are, at peace within your physical vessel, your physical being, and you are in love with yourself enough to be able to care about other people, but still have balance, right? You still want to have that balance, because balance is going to basically instill in your life that everyone is the same, everyone is, a human being, we're all trying to figure out life here, that's the purpose, like we're all trying our best, that's all you can do is your best, right? And your best is different, it's going to change day to day, like sometimes your best isn't necessarily what you want it to be, but that's the best you can do right now, if that makes sense. So I just kind of wanted to bring that concept up to you guys because, I think a lot of times, because a lot of people think like, I need to be more selfish, I need to, care about myself more and do what I need to do to get to where I want to be, if that makes sense. So basically, instead of thinking of it in a selfish way, thinking of it more like I am so far into my selfness that I still care about other people, but I don't let that interrupt what my personal work that I'm doing in my own vessel, my own body, my own mind, and basically separating that from, the feeling of the ego and being in that selfishness. Same thing the other way, you don't want to care about people too much to where it takes away from you and your happiness. So yeah, basically it's something to just think about. And if you've been struggling lately, that's okay, because sometimes we do need to be selfish. I feel like sometimes it starts out, the selflessness, where you want to care about other people, you want to be there for other people, you want to help other people, but it's taking away from you, it's taking away from your life path and your purpose. You can't help everybody, and really, they have to help themselves, right? And really, the only thing we can control in this life is our decisions, what we decide to do, our choices, which path we decide to take. That is really the only thing that we can control. We can't control what goes on outside of us. And so once we realize that like our choices and our decisions define our life and who we are, and so that sometimes that leads into, selfishness, where it's like, man, like I can't control what other people do, so I'm just gonna, go into my selfishness. But then that raises a problem of the ego, right? That, makes us feel like we are better than other people, and we're not. All of us are the same. I'm here to tell you that, like, I'm not trying to say that anyone's better than anyone, right? I know that I'm the same as every single person. And once you realize that, you can go into the selfness, where you're fully comfortable with who you are. And in turn, when you develop that self-love and that self-care, then you can help other people with balance. So I love you guys, and I hope that this has helped you understand the concept a little bit more. I was actually kind of looking online to see if there's anything like this, and there's not. So I wanted to bring like a new concept to everybody. And yeah, just, practice your selfness, because it's really not about being selfish or being selfless. It's about combining the two, finding the good aspects of both, and then, interpreting that into your selfness, and really just projecting that out. And in turn, once you get to know yourself, you're going to be able to help other people. And it'll come, just be patient and relax and just let it come, So I love you guys, and have a beautiful rest of your day.